Hi, everybody, and welcome back to iVueit Explain 8.0. If you never attended one of these events, let me just catch you up to speed real quick with what it is. So we recreated the iVueit Explain series as a way to educate our followers, our clients, professionals in the industries that we serve, and really just anyone who manages a nationwide dispersed and multi-site portfolio. We want you to get the most out of our visual verification platform, and we really found that these quick 10 to 20-minute videos really does the trick. So I'm not going to take up too much of your time, but I really want you to understand you'll really get to walk away with big impact and plenty of resources so you can really elevate your data collection process. So let's get into it. First things first, my name's Emily Dugan. I'm the marketing manager with iVueit. Been with iVueit for 6 years. Some of you may know me just via LinkedIn, also just going to trade shows. So I'm excited to be presenting another iVueit Explain. So let's dive in. So today we're going to talk about a quick high-level overview of iVueit. We'll get to the meat of this series, which is focused on video views. I'll give you some use cases of how others are currently using us. And then we quickly will go into our other types of dynamic surveys so you can get a full circle understanding of all the ways that you can utilize our surveys. And then lastly, we're going to touch on how you can claim your free trial as well. What do we do? Well, iVueit is the standard for on-demand data collection, and we really are so much more than just collecting photos and surveys. Do we do that? Yes. But the bigger picture of what iVueit does is to really give everybody accessibility to what is happening on their properties and bridging the gap between you and all of the sites you manage. Our co-founders of iVueit, they were really born in the facilities management world, and they also face the same issues that many in the industry are today of just not knowing what's going on, dealing with inaccurate or biased data. So iVueit is, again, way more than photos and videos. We are a way to really drive compliance and quality control to 100%. So how does it work? We're going to break this down in the next slide, but our platform is based on crowdsourced technology. So we have a network of 400,000 plus users all across the United States, Canada, and Puerto Rico who are standing by ready to claim and complete a job via the iVueit app. And so the other side to that is the client portal. And that's where you're going to get your feed of all of the information, all of the data that's going to be stored there. You can download PDFs, share with stakeholders, and really just manage all your properties' history, timelines very easily and very conveniently. And so who do we serve? As I mentioned, we come from the facilities management space. That's where our co-founders both came from. But we've also learned that there's many industries who need data, and they need data fast. So some other industries that we currently serving are real estate, residential, municipalities, insurance, as well as retail. And so why does it matter? Well, again, iVueit was really born to drive quality control and compliance and really combat the flawed ways that this has been done in the past. And by leveraging new technology in the field, there's no hiding that there's so much technology. So being able to just understand on a deeper level what is out there and how it can be used is so important. And that's why we make videos like this. So again, the accessibility of everyone deserves to have transparency across the board. And that is our goal. Our goal is to give you a peace of mind. Our goal is to give you affordable insights at what's going on at your sites. And so I mentioned I wanted to talk a little bit more about how we do it. So this is a quick level of the process of a view being created to your peace of mind, really. So our clients are going to request the views. You can request one view, you can request 5,000 views, you can request 10,000 views, however many sites you have, we can get the job done. Once those views are dispatched, they're going to go to the iVueit app, and a nearby viewer, all the nearby viewers are going to get pinged. If the job looks good to them and it feels aligned with them, they'll claim that job, and they must complete it in a certain time frame. We keep that time window. That time window is very important to us because our goal is to get you that data back as quickly as possible. So if a viewer claims a job, they may only have 3 hours to get that job done in order to ensure that you are, again, getting that data back very fast. So once they do submit the photos and the survey and they complete the view, that data is then going to go to our quality control team. So what we're really looking for is accuracy of what you requested, which that is 99% guaranteed just from the way that we build our surveys. When we build our surveys, we are building it as a very much so a walkthrough and guide for the viewers to follow, whether that has example photos, really just walking them through the property so they don't miss a beat. And that's why video views really come into play too, because you're not just seeing static images, you're really immersing yourself into that environment. Another part of what our quality control team does is they're looking for escalations or potential discrepancies on site. So say they see a leak in or a small flood in one of your vacant properties. We'll be sure to escalate that, and you'll be alerted immediately through your client portal as well as an email notification, so you are well aware of what's going on and what might need an immediate work order. And just to back up for a second, another way that we drive that quality control is through geocoded pinpoints and timestamps. So when you're viewing a view that you submitted and completed by a viewer, you're going to see white pinpoints over a Google aerial map to see exactly where a viewer stood on site to collect that photo or that video. So once that data is approved, it's all going to be organized into your client portal. You can then search by filters or tags to pull up that data quickly, and then you can download them as PDFs. But again, everything will live as your site history in that portal forever. And then again, peace of mind is yours. All right, so this is another explanation again of how we do it, but the focus on this slide is this video. So this is a real case study of a project that we had completed in the past. And we really just want to encapsulate how quickly our viewers are claiming and completing these jobs. So you can see after an hour, over 300 of those views were already completed. After 2 hours, 645 in progress, 500 completed. And typically in 24 hours, if you launch 1,000 views to our iVueit map, a good 90-95% of those views are going to be completed that same day, and the remaining within a few days afterwards. So what are some problems that we solve? I really think that is such an important thing to not just tell you what we do, but what are the problems that we're solving for you? And some of the biggest ones are just the limited boots on the ground and you having to send your internal team, fly them out. They're driving all over the place just to capture a photo when we could do that for you with a local viewer today. Maybe you're dealing with outdated data or biased data that's only showing you the good. iVueit is from the customer's point of view, showing you the good, the bad, and the ugly every single time that we're on site. Another problem that tends to come up that people face is just the processing delays that hinder your ability to make those informed decisions. Maybe you need to know what's going on your site now, and maybe an internal team member, they're going to get it done next week. But that doesn't help you because you need that information now in order to make and prioritize what you are doing and what your team's doing. And again, just giving more time to your team to focus on the bottom line. And again, I mentioned just routine inspections. They do require a lot of travel and a lot of time and a lot of unbudgeted expenses that a lot of times people just don't perform these inspections or take a long time to do it. With iVueit, you can have a really proactive approach to make sure that you are staying up with what is going on site across the board, across all of your properties. Okay, so video views. That's what we're all here to talk about and learn about, right? So with video views, I want you to just imagine being able to immerse yourself into a property environment, armed with the ability to capture every intricate detail with virtual clarity and transparency. Whether you're conducting an interior house walk, maybe you're assessing a store layout or inspecting the customer experience, video views really empower you to capture more detail more efficiently every time a viewer's on site. And with video views, you really can take your data collection process up a notch, leaving no stone unturned in your inspection process. So this next slide is going to show a video of some real-life video views that we completed just to get your juices flowing. Okay, so let's talk about ways that others are currently using video views. So they really offer a versatile solution for a wide range of inspections, giving clients just a chance to feel what it's actually like to be on site, making those insights a lot more vivid than just, again, that static photo. So some key examples of how we are being used right now: asset management. Do you need detailed records of their assets, of your equipment, maybe even inventory tracking on site? Or there's compliance verification. Do you need to conduct audits and these compliant checks to ensure your properties are adhering to regulatory standards and the operational protocols? Maybe you want to focus on the customer experience and really just gain insights into the visual experience that your customers are seeing at any location, and to really just get a better understanding from their perspective. Um, we also do a lot of damage documentation. Maybe this is for an insurance claim, for a maintenance record. A lot of times our clients will use this in a post-disaster to really get videos about what's going on as a whole. So you're not just seeing bits and pieces, but you're getting to stand on site with our viewers to dive in and being able to monitor this remotely. And again, prioritize those work orders through escalations, rather than getting on site, having to find out, and then make the decision. iVueit really provides the proactive approach, and videos really let you dive deep into what's going on. Another way we use our interior floor layouts, really getting a virtual tour of the layout of homes, retail spaces, offices, or facilities. And this could also be used for optimization and planning purposes as well. Another big one is marketing promotion. So being able to capture video footage of promotional events, maybe it's the Super Bowl, maybe it's a new marketing campaign or branding initiative, to really just evaluate their effectiveness. Next is retail merchandising. We've been seeing this a lot lately, whether a brand is rebranding and they need to know, are they ensuring compliance with their brand standards? Do they have old packaging or new packaging? Maybe they need to evaluate the product displays or shelf layouts or the promotional setups. Video views can definitely do that in the retail space. And then last but not least, just property condition reports and being able to assess the overall condition of the properties, the facilities, the equipment, anything that you might need for maintenance planning and asset management. So with that being said, let's talk a little bit about how these video views integrate into the app or into the client portal. And similar to photos and survey data, all of this is going to be seen in your client portal. You will get instant access to the visual record. And moreover, iVueit connects to most API systems to ensure that you're having a smooth integration with your existing workflows and platforms as well. And so the price per view, we'll start there. So there's an additional charge that comes if you want to include video views onto one of the views that you submit. And the way that the pricing works is that for every 5 minutes of recording, that fee will be added to the price of that survey. So you can really splice that up how you want. Maybe you want 1 5-minute video of a store layout, or maybe you want 5 1-minute videos of each room, or maybe a 2.5-minute video on the exterior of the property and the landscaping, and then a 2.5-minute video of the store layout and the janitorial inside. Really, whatever works best for you, we can make sure that happens. But the thing to take away from this is that you get 5 minutes of recording, and that will be the fee that is added. So this next video on screen you're seeing is inside iVueit's new client portal. You're getting a little bit of a sneak peek, and this will be launching live to everybody very soon. But this view requested photos of the interior of the site in each room, including a series of survey questions to also gather information about that property. And as the screen scrolls, you'll see all the photos and captured and all the answers to the survey questions, but we'll also get to the video as well. And just like the photos and survey, that video is going to live right here. You could also download this video to your desktop to share with other stakeholders, but you can always access it directly through the client portal. So one of the biggest questions we always get is, who is completing the views? Well, we call them our viewer network, our viewer community, and these are people all across, as I mentioned, the US, Canada, and Puerto Rico. But 99% of our jobs are being completed by our preferred viewer network. And these are the folks who are recognized for their outstanding performance and their highest viewer ratings. So you can really trust the reliability and the quality of the data that they are submitting. And so our preferred viewers, they have to maintain an 80% viewer rating. And that is views accepted over views that they have completed. And preferred viewers, they also get access to all new views 30 minutes ahead of time of all the other viewers, which is especially why they're the ones completing most of the work. And when it comes to, we also have background check viewers, and we really saw a response to the increased demand of views needing access to higher security areas at both commercial and residential properties. And so that's why we launched our background checked network. And so these checks provide clients with added security and trust by ensuring a basic criminal history clearance. So when you're creating new views, you are then offered the choice to activate that background check feature for just a small added fee. And then once cleared, viewers are going to gain access to a broader range of views requiring this check, showcasing, as you see on screen, that they have a vetted status with the green check mark saying that they are indeed a background check viewer. This can then be shown to on-site management through their visual ID badge. But some views that you might see, a lot of our clients are using them. Maybe it's like an interior lockbox access or just interior residential checks in general. Maybe you have a vacant store or just anything that's a high security area. And on top of the background check, we also do what's called a peer review, where we then review these viewers to give them the green light that they are able and welcome to be in that background checked network. So you can tap into them anytime. But again, the emphasis I want to just take away is that we trust our viewers and we love our viewers so much. And we have really built systems to provide the best and the top performing people on site. So you can really trust iVueit with the data being collected and them being on site representing you. So as we are about to wrap up, I just wanted to paint a quick picture from you of how you can really just submit views and get that data from the field to your desktop in a matter of a day. And so on the left, you can see all the dots on the map. And just imagine you're launching 3,000 views and you're able to get 99% of that information within 24 hours. And just imagine that convenience of creating, dispatching the views on your own time and receiving it back in sometimes just minutes of your requests. Crowdsourcing along with our new client portal is going to make that possible. In our next iVueit Explain 9.0, our CEO, Mike Popadak, he's really going to dive very deep into our new client portal, the functionality, all the new features. So I don't want to give too much away, but just know that we are at a really exciting place at iVueit. If you've never used us before, that you really have full autonomy to create, dispatch views, and then start receiving that data back very quickly. Again, just wanting to highlight here that you are sending them to the field, to your desktop, and it is really that simple. There's no middleman, there's no extra travel, there's no extra out-of-budget expenses that you have to deal with, because we are really just closing the gap of being able to monitor your sites remotely. So I did promise I'm going to touch quickly on our other dynamic survey types. So let's talk about a few of our other options. And before we do, I do just want to mention that our surveys are 100% customizable. With all of these different survey types, I'm going to say the word customize often, but you'll work with our team to build the right survey and make sure that it is getting the exact data that you do need. So first up, we have conditional surveys. So this survey is they're a if this then that type of survey question. So depending on if a viewer answers yes or no to a survey question, the survey will then add additional questions to further examine what's being assessed. The conditions, again, they're set 100% customizable, so they can answer absolutely any question that you need about the assets on site. This could be, for this example, is there an ADA parking stall on site? If the viewer were to answer yes, there'd be a series of additional questions to come along with that. And although we have found like many in these industries, we share the same problems, But we also understand and acknowledge that each client is very different and the assets that they manage are very different and can be unique. And so our technology is built to be flexible and interchangeable at a moment's notice. When we edit and create these surveys, that is absolutely free of charge. We just want to make sure that we are creating a survey that captures the information you need. Next up, group instances. In this case, the survey creates a set of questions around a specific object and it'll repeat for each asset on site. So this example, iVueit was helping our client replace water fountains with the touch-free indoor bottle stations. So for every water fountain on site, we were able to gather the model, the serial number, the location, and the surrounding environment for each asset that was on site. Since many times stores are not an exact identical across the nation, this feature really helps you be able to capture unique assets that are unique to that store. Next up, we have slider survey questions. So sliders can be used to rate the overall quality of property conditions or used to count the amount of assets on site. For example, a residential view may ask how many entrance and exit doors are located on the house, or as this example shows, rating their overall condition and impression of that site and that landscaping. And again, you can really change what those ratings from level 1 to level 4 mean. Next, we have single and multiple select. And these surveys really help condense the survey to refine data within one question. So single select provides our viewers to choose from one of a few options to determine the overall conditions. And whereas our multiple select, this is really where they can select immediate landscape issues happening. So let's put this into perspective. In the middle, you can see the single select. So they're rating the overall condition of the property. Maybe they rated it poor. Well, in this next question, we're going to ask a multiple select questions where they can really pick why that was rated as fair. So you can see they can select excessive weeds, needs fresh mulch, dead trees, etc. And again, we can interchange these based on the type of property and the type of items that you're looking for. I just want to get your juices flowing with that for multiple industries as well. So here's an example of a residential, retail, and insurance view with the multiple select. Selecting, why, what types of products are on shelf, or what types of damage are they finding on shelf. Again, we can change all of these to match your needs of what you're looking for. Next, measurement views, measurement surveys, they were released just before our video views, and they really open the opportunity to collect additional data points while our viewers are on site. So imagine a viewer is capturing photos of the pavement conditions, and they're also seeking to find damage and potential hazards like a pothole. That viewer can select that they found a pothole. They can then get additional questions to measure the width and the length of that pothole. So now the facility manager can have all the information they need to create a work order without having to send an internal team member on site to verify. A couple other examples are maybe you're installing a new ATM site and you need to see the distance from an obstruction, or the length of a menu board, the length of a letter set that's being replaced, the height of a window. Anything that you need measured, we can use our technology in-app to get that done. And last but not least, we have signature surveys. Our viewers can collect these signatures directly in the app, and then this will then go into the client portal for you to see as well. A lot of times we'll see this for confirmation of acknowledgement, getting the store manager's signature, consent, record keeping, accountability. Anytime you need a signature, we can definitely get that done for you in the app. Okay, that's it. If you are interested in video views, you want to learn more, we would be so happy to set up a free trial for you. Let's test it out on 5 sites, 10 sites, so you can really get a feel of how iVueit works. We have 99% client retention for a reason. Once you do get a feel and taste, you'll realize that that peace of mind is so real, and a lot of things that you've had to struggle with when it comes to data collection is just completely eliminated with iVueit. So if you are interested, please connect with me on LinkedIn. I'd love to know that you joined in on this iVueit Explain. Or you could also message our team at sales@ivueit.com. Just message us video views and we'll know what to do. But thank you guys so much for joining. I do again just want to mention Very soon, our next iVueit Explain 9.0 will be all about the new client portal and our self-serve view feature. And that's going to be hosted by our CEO and co-founder, Mike Popadak. So it's going to be one that you don't want to miss. All right. Thank you guys so much for attending. Till next time.